Fada, we take her from here. The back. Just take care, guys. Please take care.
Yeah.
Please take care. Excuse me.
यहीं तक चाहिए.
Please.
हेलो मोबाइल उतना आगे नहीं भाई, हमें भी दिक्कत तुम्हें भी दिक्कत. बना रहे हो ना?
Hi, can I just have my dad here for a second, Papa? Hi. Dad? Daddy? Mom, Vishubai, Jihan, Masi, everyone just come closer.
Shraddha ma'am.
Just do some photos.
Madam. फोटो ऑफ कर देना मम्मा.
तो पीछे ना, तो पीछे.
Hi, can I please request everybody to either take a seat? That Shraddha Kapoor is the chief guest for this function and she is launching it. My phone has been inundated with messages saying I am coming, I'm RSVPing, and I didn't have the heart to refuse anyone. So everyone's welcome, whether invited personally by me or by crossword. I'm just going to take a few moments to begin and just acquaint myself with the surroundings. Just give me a few minutes. Is there anything? Okay guys, I'm so sorry. I don't even have a watch on me right now, but we are very late. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for coming. We already have our little author here on stage, Arya. Thank you for being here. And I welcome you all to my daughter Arya's book launch. I'm Faza, and I'll be your host this evening. Honestly, Shraddha Kapoor needs no introduction, but I must introduce our chief guest this evening. Shraddha is not only a superstar and loved by millions of adoring fans, but also my childhood best friend and chosen family. I would go so far as to say we are each other's #1 fans. She has been there for every milestone and every up and down in my life, my constant companion. The time I was pregnant and delivered my twins was a special time and turning point in the maturity of our friendship. Each of us knows all too well how busy we can get and how in this WhatsApp age of communication, it's easy to lose touch physically and meet in person. She has always made it a point to take time out from her crazy schedule to invest that time lovingly in my children and spend time the last 8 years.
अरे अभी ये चेहरे पे लाइट है.
यहाँ से लाइट आ रहा है.
girl next door. None other than Miss Shraddha Kapoor. I'll tell you in a second. So we had like this little ceremonial lamp which was supposed to be lit, but we can't because of fire hazard, so we're just going to pretend. And do you have that lighter thing? Masi? Nani Masi has that little bag with the... Is it there? Send it back to the car. Okay, no problem. Let's just pretend we lit it. The chief guest, the Nana, the Nani, the author and the twin. Yes, a round of applause for the ceremonial lighting of the lamp, everyone. Arya has finally laughed, so I must be doing something right. So I just want to talk a little bit about my amazing little girl, the reluctant author.
उसके पास मेरा बूम था उसको बोल
Where do I... Guys, can we have a bit of silence in the audience just on the other side? I know we can't control the cafe people, but just our crew. Thanks, thank you. Where do I begin about this amazing little girl? We've all gathered here to celebrate and support. My firstborn, Arya, senior to her twin by 26 seconds, has an extremely shy and introverted nature. She is reticent and reserved, measured and even-tempered, wise and mature beyond her years, kind and good. If she shows you her loud and goofy side, consider yourself lucky. You're in the inner circle, in her most sacred and private space. Arya is an enigma, unlike anyone I've ever encountered. A young lady of myriad interests and a multifaceted personality. Arya is a budding equestrian and pianist. She is the quintessential artist. She uses different mediums, paper, paints and other objects she fashions to create unique pieces of art at home. She is a ballerina. I'm getting a lot of sound effects from here on the side, so please excuse me if I pause to laugh and just gain some composure. She's just going like, oh, oh. What great sound effects are. She's a ballerina in training and only just recently secured 95% in her American Ballet Theatre exams, receiving a gold medal from her ballet school signifying high honors. She was also awarded a Crystal Trophy for outstanding effort by her ballet school principal, Mrs. Annabelle Lunawat, for the second year running. Arya has a deep, thank you. Arya has a deep sense of adventure when she's not burying her face in her hands. It might seem to clash with her overcautious nature. However, she enjoys discovering new cities with me. She's the first one to look for museums wherever we travel. And she wants to know the history behind every single piece of art. Let me tell you, every sculpture, every artifact, where was this? How was it found? What's the story behind it? Even the museum doesn't have that much information that she wants me to answer, so of course I have to whip out my phone and Google everything. She enjoys walking and discovering the city and eating local cuisines and is a certified linguophile. She picked up with so much ease so many phrases and expressions from our travels to different countries in Serbian, Turkish, Arabic and Russian. Arya admires creations like beautiful buildings and structures with different influences, be it Victorian, Art Deco or Neoclassical, which she can recognize and tell apart with surprising ease. While the entire world and us included were plagued by the COVID-19 pandemic, we were fortunate enough to find ourselves at Arya and Avyai's Nani and Nanu's farm just outside the city. Arya slowly tried and tested things that would fast become a way of life for her. She learned to swim without the help of floats. She learned to grow her own food and do gardening. She played the piano and read books. A new book for every hour of the day and any mood she might be in. There were a thick stack of books reserved for on-the-toilet reads, different books to be read during meal times, yet another set of books to be read first thing in the morning as soon as she opened her eyes, and when she had a screen break during school hours. she began devouring and inhaling the books as if they were air. I saw how it affected her composition, how she found comfort in searching her mind palace for the right words, vocabulary and diction for any conversation. No more umming and ahhing. She knew exactly what to say every single time. She's bloomed into a prowling little Rowling, as I like to call her, J.K. Rowling, that she is today. And to think this girl struggled to read when she was little. Arya is fond of every genre. She is well versed in Indian mythology and tales from the Ramayana and Mahabharata in great detail. If anyone needs a crash course, look her up anytime. Arya not only reads and rereads books multiple times, she commits things she has read to memory and can recite it back for you verbatim as the author wrote it. The only other person I've seen who can do this is this gentleman sitting right here in the front, her Nanu. Arya is the person you want in your corner. She will argue her point of view until you are defeated. She will stick up for you, protect you, and ensure no one can say anything or do anything against you. She is our fearless little soldier. Although as her mother, she admires me and she respects me, I have told her many times over, and she will attest to that, I want to be like her when I grow up. This holds true even more so today. So that's about Arya, guys. This is the girl that you're here to celebrate, and this is the girl you're here for. I will now request Shraddha to address this gathering and share her thoughts and feelings today.
You know,
Everyone, please welcome her with a round of applause. Thank you.
so you know Aru, I think it was around 2014. I think it was around then. And my film Ashiki 2 had already released. It received immense love and appreciation. I think my film Ek Villain also released, and it received immense love and appreciation. And as an actor, I felt validated. I felt that I started really understanding and enjoying the creative process of what I do. That's when I thought, okay, I think it would be great to write a book someday. I think that's something that I would want to do. I feel like when you are an author, it's just so much more special to know that, hey, I wrote a book and it was about my journey. It was something that came from my heart. So I thought about it. I spoke to a director friend of mine. And I was like, someday I'm going to write this book and I'm going to start prepping for it, and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to put my head together, I'm going to ideate, and it's going to be from my heart. Today, 8 years later, there is no title, there is no prep, there has been no huddling in a corner, ideating, getting lost in a world of dreams, of my imagination or tapping into my imagination. None of it has happened. And today we have 8-year-old Arya. We're here together for her launch. She has published her own book. We have a piece of her heart that she is sharing with us, and I have to say that the fact of this makes me feel so inadequate that I don't know, Aru, if I should say that I am proud of you, or that when I write my book, you would be proud of me. And for you to share this with us at the age of 8, she started penning down these thoughts when she was 4. And I mean, okay, we still have to unveil this, but it's so inspiring, Aru. I know you keep hearing us say that we're proud of you, but what you have done today is something that is so, so, so inspiring. So you should be extremely proud of yourself. So, yes, and thank you so much for making me a part of this. She's a part of my heart. So for me, this is, it's so, so personal for me. And I wouldn't miss this for the world. And Aru, thank you. And thank you, Fuzzy. Fuzzy, thank you for being nice to me. I'm so glad we're on a public platform together. So thank you so much for saying such, I've not heard such kind words from her in person. So I have to say that I feel extremely elated today. And we have this on record now. Yes, so thank you so much for having me. And absolutely, and you know, as Fuzzy said, that Fuzzy and I have Fuzza. Sorry, it's foreign to me to address her as Fuzza. But we've been in school together, and we've grown up together. We have spent days and a lot of time together. We've been through we've been through so many important parts of each other's lives. She's been one of, I think I should also, since she was so kind to me, also be kind to her. But she's been a pillar of strength in my life. And I have to say that, you know, when you have that kind of friendship with someone where you're almost, you don't want to share your friend with anybody. So that's exactly what happened with me. And so when Abu and Aru came into this world, I was like, okay, I don't know how this is going to work out. I don't know how I'm going to be able to share a part of myself. But turns out I could do that. And Fuzzy, thank you for bringing Abu and Aru into this world. They're beautiful, they're amazing. And Aru, it's your day today. So let's celebrate her launch, and thank you all so much for being here with us.
Thank you. Thanks, Shraddha. Thank you so much for those very kind words. I now request my dad and mom, Arya's Nani and Nanu, to join us up here on stage. And Arya, everyone just grab a copy of the covered book, and Shraddha as well. Let's come here to the front and stand here so everyone. And Arya's Mamu, Vishu Mamu, somewhere, yes. Please grab a copy of the book and let's all just stand here in the front, otherwise it will be a little cramped. And all you have to do is just rip open unveil the book, and now this is the book officially being launched by Shraddha Kapoor and Arya's favorite people in the whole world, her family. And hey, Abu, you were sleeping or? You're so Radha. Let's go, guys. Arya, stand next to Shraddha. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now, since the book is officially launched, we're going to have a little bit of a tete-a-tete and a Q&A between Shraddha and Arya.
I'm so honored to be asking you these questions, Arya. Let's go for it. Let's have some fun. So, we all want to know, when and how did you start writing stories?
I had just finished reading one book called The Villain, and then I asked my mother whether I could write a story. So she said, "Sure, why not?" And she made me go closer to the, and I got the computer and I typed the story. The first story was called Seasons.
Okay. And
And that's in the book.
right?
She wrote that when she was around 4.
Around 4. I still have to wrap my head around
She
that.
actually wrote it a handwritten one, and we've got a bound copy at home because then I told her to type it up on the computer so we could print it and staple it together. And it's in the book now.
Wow. And when you started writing, right, who and what inspired you to write? Where did the inspiration come from?
Like reading, I guess. It came from reading a few books and liking some authors, so wanting to write books of my own.
So it came from you starting to read to begin with,
Yes.
and you reading your favorite authors, and that's where you just felt like you want to write yourself.
Yes.
And now that you're an author, officially an author, and you have your book published, can we know the secret? What is your creative process? Everyone has a creative process, and do you have a basic storyline? Do you think of characters? Do you have a kind of creative flow?
I usually begin with once upon a time, and then I move on to describe the place where the story begins, and then I just build the story up as I go.
So basically it just comes to you.
Yeah.
It just comes to you effortlessly. And when this beautiful process is happening for you, how do you like to put it down? Do you like to write it? Do you like to use technology?
Well, sometimes I write it down with a paper and pencil. Sometimes I write it down with the Apple Pencil on the iPad, and sometimes I type it out on the computer.
So a little bit of everything.
Yes.
Fantastic. And now that your first book is out, I know that you have so much more writing that's stocked up and it's there. What do you want your next book to be about?
Well, there are many more stories than this that I've written. My mother just chose to put a few stories inside Treasure Trove. So maybe I'll write new stories and publish those, or maybe I'll just take old ones and publish those.
Because you already have. So Fuzzy, do you want to share the bank of stories that she has?
Can we just put this on pause for
Yes.
one moment? Miss Aisha, can we just have you here for a moment, and I would like Avyay to give you a bunch of flowers that we've got for you. This is Arya's junior school principal from Aditya Birla World Academy. Can we have you up on the dais, please, for just a moment? Junior school head, sorry, junior school head. Avyay, give Miss Aisha these flowers. Oh, and Miss Hina and Miss Chaya here as well. Hello. Thank you. Please come up on stage for a moment. Shraddha, can we just have a photograph with them? Because they are indicating they want to leave, so I just want this as a memory. Miss Hina, Miss Chaya Kanakia, all from Abwa School. They've come here to bless her and encourage her. Can we have a round of applause, please? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sorry about that. Thank you so very much, Miss Saisha, Miss Hina, Miss Chaya. So, Shraddha, to answer your question, this girl has got more than 80 to 100 stories. I counted. I counted because we had to proofread some stories for this book, and honestly, those stories are 20, 40, 60 pages long, and we wanted this book to be a snapshot, like a collection of short stories. There were no short stories. So it was very easy, honestly, to choose these couple of stories that we've chosen because they were the only ones that were short. Everything else, I think the next book is going to be a novel because there are chapters and chapters and chapters, and most of them are unfinished because her process is that she just writes when it comes to her. So suddenly she's on chapter 20 of a book, and suddenly she's like working on another story, and I'm like, Arya, what happened to that previous one? Oh, now I'm on another one now, and now I'm on another one. So she's got a whole bunch of drafts and a bank of drafts to dip into for the next.
Absolutely.
What about Sarai Palm? There are different, there are no chapters in it, but there are different, like novel 1, novel 2, novel 3 with different stories. It's a compliment, you don't have to be embarrassed about that.
We will find out in your next book, and we'll have it just as you like it. And we also want to know, Aru, that I was asking you what your next book will be about.
Most of my books are like not real, they're like fiction. So I think it'll be about probably unicorns, dragons, or something like that.
Unicorns are one of my favorite things, and yes, always will be. We also want to know that you're such an avid reader. We know that you are found in corners all across your home, and you're reading such thick books, hundreds and hundreds of pages.
Remarkable ease, I might add.
With remarkable ease, and she is in a rapture, an absolute rapture when she's reading. And when you are reading all of these books, or let me ask you, who are your favorite authors?
Probably J.K. Rowling, Roald Dahl, this Kapoor,
Can you put the mic near your mouth like that?
Julia Donaldson, J.K. Rowling, Chris Colfer, Julia Donaldson, Roald Dahl.
Amazing. I've only read, very embarrassing admission, 3 Harry Potters. You've obviously read all, and maybe even
It might be
multiple
so,
times.
but she's incredibly well read. She picks up all the books from the bestsellers list and she recommends them to me, and often sends us all her close friends a copy, and she encourages everyone to read. You're extremely well read.
I wish I read the entire Harry Potter series, so that is something
Just borrow my
that is
books.
on the bucket list. And out of all the books you've read, your favorite authors, tell us who is your favorite character.
Hermione.
Wow, didn't even finish my sentence and you already know who your favorite character is. Hermione Granger. Absolutely love her. Why do you love her?
She's intelligent and she kind of solves most of the mysteries in Harry Potter.
This is true from the 3 books that I have read. Yes.
So may I just interject here for a moment? Arya is a feminist. All throughout while growing up, when, you know how we normally say, there is a he attached to everything we say. Like if there is a mosquito or like an animal or a dog or even a baby or a person, we'll be like, you know, keep this there, Arey, he'll get hurt, Arey, he'll do this. And she's always been like, what is a female mosquito called? Why is that not a she? Why is it a fly? Why is it not a female fly? Why is it always a male fly? She is as feminist as they come, and she has always propagated woman power without even knowing it. And this question is a loaded question asking her which is her favorite character, and surprise, surprise, it's a woman.
I wonder where that's come from, Fuzzy. And you're extremely fond of cartoons, right? And movies as well. So which are your favorites?
Probably my favorite movie is
Do you need help?
Star Wars.
Any more?
Star Wars.
Or cartoons as well?
Cartoons? My Little Pony, Trolls.
What about the Disney cartoons which you love? Which are your favorite?
I don't like much Disney cartoons.
What?
Apart from Little Mermaid and all of those.
Disney Hotstar would beg to differ. What about Encanto?
Encanto doesn't make me
There was a time where Frozen was all that played in the house. It's growing in, it's okay.
I don't
There
know
was
much.
Lion King, which is your favorite?
Lion King's really short.
It's short. It's short.
There comes off the filter. There the filter comes off. What about? Okay, now let's get into your book. Your book, Treasure Trove, which is
Applause everyone.
which is
Get into her book now.
which is your most favorite story from your book?
Mythical?
Mythical. All right. And would you please do the honor for us and read it for us?
Okay.
Want me to hold the mic for you? Guys, if you haven't done so already, please go and buy a copy of the book so that if you like, and I'm sorry if this is sounding pompous, if you like, she can sign it for you at the end. If you don't have, everyone wants you to sign it.
Time long ago, with unicorns as the queens, mermaids as happy singers, butterflies as messengers, and rabbits as bringers of happiness, and lots of other nice things, everybody lived happily there. The key to the place was a beautiful heart-shaped diamond. The outside color was rainbow, while the inside was rainbow too. The heart ran on the energy of the unicorn subjects. The place was named Rainbowville after the heart. Everybody lived happily there, yes. But one day a witch came casting a spell on the heart. The heart will soon wither and die, the witch said, and vanished. Days came and went. Even though the witch wanted to reverse the curse, she knew a curse once uttered could not be taken back. Over here, I wanted to change taken back to revoked, but my mother wanted keep it because she wanted to keep the voice of what I had written as a 4-year-old.
She wanted to change taken back to revoked, and I didn't let her edit the book because I said I want to keep it. I wanted to keep the integrity of the text of what she had written when she was 4. So I didn't want her to improve the language at all.
The fairies of peace will soon give you the thing which will heal your heart. The moment you get hold of it with your magic horn, the heart will heal and you and your subjects will live happily, she said, and vanished. One day, the unicorns who ruled the place were taking some honey from a beehive when the fairies of peace appeared. They said to the unicorns they were the ones who were going to heal the heart. "Bring us a baby fairy," said one of them. The unicorns did as they were asked. When the baby fairy arrived, the fairies of peace combined their magic wand power. Suddenly the baby fairy was a grown-up fairy. All the fairies combined their magic wand power again and their wands were suddenly one. They told all the unicorn queens to hold it together with their magic. When they did that, the heart was healed and the plants, rainbows and flowers grew back too. The unicorns and their subjects thanked the fairies and went to their home and they lived happily ever after. Also, There's a takeaway at the end of the story. You can have your own takeaway, but this is my suggestion. The power of unity and kindness can overcome all bad things.
Well done.
Thank you. Which is your favorite story from my book?
So I'm still amazed at the fact that you've written an entire book of beautiful stories. But if I absolutely had to choose just one, right, then I would say, Aru, I love the way you've written I Love You Mom. Your affection, your adulation for your mom is beautiful in this story. So I would pick that one. May I read it?
Sure.
If that's okay with you?
Sure.
Don't know if I'll be able to do it as well as you do, but no harm in trying. I love you, Mom. I love my mom because she's good to cuddle. Her tummy is soft, so I can put my head on it and snuggle. She cheers me up when I'm sad and calms me down when I get mad. She knows how to make me feel unafraid. The pink in her rosy cheeks never fade. She puts me to sleep better than anyone. Trust me, if you meet my mom, you will love her too. She's fun.
My mother edited that story.
Since she was going on and on about the soft tummy, so I was like, the world does not need to know how soft my tummy is. Okay, I'm working on it. Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks for my mother edited that story. Lovely. Okay. Arya is the third author. Thank you for that lovely Q&A, Shraddha and Arya. Arya is the third author in our family. I was the first. It is true. Chirag sir, you were there for that launch as well. Thank you for being here for this one as well. I was the first. It was a book I co-authored with my mentor, the stalwart Mrs. Mrinalini Deshmukh. It was published by Penguin in 2012. It was a decade ago. Notice how I'm saying that I did this like 10 years ago. I was the first author in my family. Because the second author was my brother. I beat him to the punch. My brother, Mr. Vismay Shroff, he wrote a book on real estate, infrastructure law, which he toiled away on during the COVID lockdown. I don't know when. I saw very less of him, although we lived together. I guess he was working on this book. So he was the second author in our family, although he did it at the age of 40. Arya is the third author in our family, although she has done it. The book went to print when she was 7. She just turned 8 on Monday. So I'd like to say she was 7 when she became the third author. I just want a small memory that I want to capture with 3 of us authors in the family with our respective books, holding it up and just clicking a quick picture. This is going to take hardly any time. Thank you for being so patient. Shraddha, if you would please join us. You are a part of this. Yes, thank you. It's all right.
like any other 8-year-old. You don't equate a celebration without a cake. And for Arya, I would say that it's one of the most memorable days for you. It is for me because it's your book launch. And let's celebrate this day with a cake.
So basically she equates a celebration with cake, so we have to have a cake and it's going to be cut quickly and everyone gets a piece, and there's also a cupcake as you depart. Please take one, young and old alike. And while this is being set up, I just want to quickly, because I know it's going to scamper and go crazy after this, I just want to say a couple of things. I want to express my sincere gratitude to all of you who made it here today and made this moment very, very special. My Mamu's down here from Canada. He made it in time. He switched flights and got here. My Masi is here. Jehan is here, my cousin brother. My entire Parimal K. Shroff and Company family is here. Devkar sir, everyone. Chirag sir, thank you for being here. My friends, my kids' friends from school, Bianca, Shefali, Rashi, thank you so much. Samad uncle, auntie, thank you for coming. Amrita, Aryana, Meenu miss, oh my goodness me. This is Arya's vice principal from Westwind School. She is the one who has taught her how to read. We have to have you up here for a moment, please. No, come up here. Meenu miss, come up here immediately. I will call Meenu.
Please come up.
Meenu miss, we'd like to have you here very quickly. Dr. Jatin, he was my IUI doctor. He is responsible for these two. So please can we have you also up here for a quick second. Balaji sir, please come up here. The lady, Miss Meenu. Avyay girl. Abu. Can't give Miss Meenu this. She does this for him and all his chess games. Not giving people flowers, of course, but waiting patiently while he plays 4-hour-long games. This is the least he can do. Don't feel sorry for him. She is the lady who has taught Arya how to read. She has taught her how to be less shy, fearless and unafraid, and she is the most proud today of her achievement. And I'm going to ruin the cake behind. Thank you so much, Meenu miss. This is Dr. Jatin Shah we have here. He was my doctor. He did my IUI. This is, can we just have a quick photograph? Sorry guys. They would have slunk away. I saw them inching towards the door little by little. They started out there, then they went there, then they went there. So I thought that before I lose them, I must have them here. Balaji sir, please come up and say, this is Avyay's coach from SMCA, South Mumbai Chess Academy. He's like family to us now. He coaches Arya and Avyay. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. My family members who have been here, my uncle, Anu Kaka, Lali, everyone, I see you, thank you. My friends who I grew up with from Red Rose Building, thank you for being here. All my lovely friends, hi, I see you all. I just want to say a quick thank you, please. You want to continue to stand or sit? Because after this, it's going to be madness. Just, okay, stand then. Just 2 minutes. I would like to thank from the bottom of my heart, Arya and Avyay's Nani, who has toiled ceaselessly to conceptualize her granddaughter's creations and make it see the light of day. A round of applause. Arya and Avyay's Nanu, who would do anything they ask him to, including leaving the office early and coming home. And giving the staff at PKS & Co half day to attend this function, it's a momentous occasion. Arya and Avya is Mamu, my brother, who never fails to urge them to listen to their mother. Although I wonder where that desire to listen to me was when I was speaking to him throughout my childhood. My Masi, Rupal Masi, and Arya and Avya is Nani Masi, for whom I entered the branch of law that I did, who dotes on my kids and is an asset to our family. My cousin Jehan, who was considered my twin while we were growing up. We were inseparable. And I see his bond with my twins is so special. They adore him as he does them. My family, who has always been a source of support, all of you guys here. My family, Miss Meenu, she was part of my speech, but she's here. Thank you. These are her babies. This is what I've written. My Miss Meenu, the Vice Principal of Westwind School and the twins' staunchest ally, these are her babies. Miss Ruchi, who couldn't be here today, but from Westwind. Arya's friends, all the way from Cis Prep. I see you guys here. Aiden, Ananya, from Westwind. I see you guys here. From Abba, Ariana, Prisha. I see all of you here. Maisha, thank you for being here. I can only see you guys, I can't see anyone else. Ah, there you are, Kavya, hello. Sorry if I don't take your name, please don't feel bad, I just can't see you. Who all can you see?
I can see Kavya, I can see Ariana, I can see you.
My friends who've been here today, Anku, I can't see you, but hello. Natasha, everybody, sorry for stretching this, but I really must say this. You guys have gone above and beyond, braved this torrential downpour and crazy traffic to be here, and I must thank each and every one of you. Piyamasi, thank you for coming. I would like to thank the entire staff and entire office of Parimal K. Shroff and Company. They're my family. They've always been there through thick and thin. And lately, they've been a backbone to support me and my children. Our staff at home, they're all here. I had to drag them here. Our staff at home, everybody's here. Kundatai, Kalpana, hello. All of you, thank you for everything you do for Arya and Avya and me. And lastly, Harshil of Crossword for going above and beyond. I don't know where he is. Harshil for going above and beyond the call of duty to help us execute this event in such a short span of time. Guys, Arya's book is available here at Crossword for purchase for 550 rupees. Due to certain store policies, we are unable to gift you a copy which we wanted to. So please do buy a copy. Support the sales of this book and Arya. She is hesitant yet willing to sign it for you if you make your way up here, if you so desire. And also please grab a box of the most delicious cupcakes you have ever eaten, prepared by my dear friend Rushali of Coco Panda. Thank you Rushali auntie for always spoiling us with your delectable confections, and you are possibly the sole reason for her mama's soft tummy in the poem. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Let's go ahead with the cake cutting. Everybody, tea, coffee and cake, and we're just going to do this cake cutting really quickly. Can we have all the babies up here with Arya around her? All Arya's friends here on stage, please. Tirich. Can I have one chair back on stage? Atul, chair. Just a minute. Okay, since she's going to do them all, let's line up. What about yours? You want it now? Can you just have Mama, can you just make sure she signs everything? Some pictures.
Thank you.
पीछे आओ पीछे आओ पीछे आओ बेटा बेटा डोंट पुश मी
Excuse me, sir. One left, please. Thank you. One more, please. पीछे से हट जाओ। होगा 60 मिनट का